Well, a very big welcome back to Tel Aviv and to this 2021 Tel Aviv Grand Slam for Judo, of course, and Israel once again playing host to this amazing tournament that sees the best judo fighters in the world battling it out for judo honours, and we're talking about world ranking points as well as honours, and it's all about qualification for the Olympic Games later on this year. Now, not only is it about competition, but it's also about honour and friendship. Now, 4 more weight categories today. We had 5 yesterday, today in the middleweight categories, and there have been some great confrontations and lots of surprises. World and Olympic champions going out all over the place. We are going to start the bronze medal matches. It's all medal matches here. Bronze medal matches of the under 63 kilo category for ladies, and we've got Ozdobę Black of Poland up against Sanne Vermeer of the Netherlands. Ranked number 31, Ozdobę Black, and her main objective, of course, is to get, there she is, world ranking points that will take her further up into top 18. Top 18 men and women, automatic qualification. Then there are continental qualifications as well, but automatic qualification. And then of course you've got somebody like Sanne Vermeer, who is 12 at the moment. If she can get her world ranking into around about 8, then she'll have a good chance at the Olympics, because you get ranked and seeded away from your main players. Here they go then. First bronze medal match, 2 bronze medal matches, and then the final. The Olympic champion in the final, but the main ones not here, other than, of course, Trisagnac, and that's Agbegnanu and Nebakura and Tashiro. Ozdobę Black is in white, Vermeer of the Netherlands in blue here, right against left. Vermeer left-handed, backing Ozdobę Black right to the edge there, and she's going to get her penalised if she's not careful. She needs to rotate back into the centre. Had to win a repechage match against Renshaw, Lucy Renshaw of Great Britain, Ozdobę Black. Lost in the quarter-final stages, and Vermeer lost in the semi-finals. Have to reach the quarter-finals to qualify for any kind of medal matches. So strong fight for grips here. Vermeer has the inside grip here and looking for the Ashiwaza. 4 different ways of winning in judo, by throwing your opponent flat on their back, of course, and you get a wazari if you almost get them on their back, and then 2 wazaris make an ippon. And then you can win by holding your opponent down for 20 seconds on their back, no entanglement with the legs whatsoever, and an arm lock or a strangle. But I'll point that out as we carry on. See the yellow area there? They've got to stay within that yellow area. Step outside or walk outside of that yellow area, they can get penalised with a penalty. And 3 Shido penalties. It's game over. 1 on the board already to Ozdobę Black. And you can see that little yellow mark there. So the coaches only allowed to shout information to their fighters when they're not fighting. So in between action, you could say. And they will get warned for it. That was just a drop on her back. Got to be careful with the defensive movements, the sacrifice movements where you're falling onto your back. If you don't break their balance, then you can get penalized as well. Second Judo up there for the pole. Being forced to make false attacks. It's if you don't break the balance, it's counted as a false attack. Finding it very difficult against Vermeer, Ozdoba Black. She can't get through those arms. Got to be careful that you don't stiff arm your opponent just so that they can't attack. The whole idea is that you attack. Oh, a nice change of direction there. Vermeer dropping underneath for the Cianagi. Very low shoulder throw. Just started to really establish herself, Vermeer, in the category, winning almost every time she's out at Grand Prix, Grand Slam level. Judo has a Grand Prix, Grand Slam tournament circuit, and basically what it's for is to work world rankings from it, and world rankings obviously take you to the Olympic Games. Absolutely equal for men and women, so it's top 18 from 7 weight categories for men, 7 weight categories for ladies. Now starting to work here. She knows she has to. One more mistake and it will be curtains. So 4-minute contests, men and women. If it goes without any score from a throw, hold down or arm lock or strangle, then oh, that's going to be, is that going to be it? That was close. Are we going to see that back in slow motion just to see the landing? If she'd have landed on her side, that would have been all over. It's going to go into golden score, I think. Let's have a look. Look at the counter attack by Vermeer, and the elbow was sticking out there, so it wasn't a direct side contact. I think the elbow was out. The referee has asked to have a look at it. Let's have a look at it in slow motion. That's not the place to see it. We need to see it from the other angle probably. The big advantage that top table, which is the oh, it's going to get a score, gets the score. So Wazari scored to Vermeer, and it was absolute contact, and she wins the bronze medal. So video referee, which is the referee supervisors, they're working with the referees now. There used to be 2 judges working with the referees, but now it's just the supervisors, and they control the video analysis. And the difference is that sometimes if it's blind side of the referee, then we have 4 different cameras that pick up, and you could see there the actual shot that we got. You couldn't see it properly, the landing. Sure, we're going to see it now though. Let's have a look at the landing there. You might see it from a couple of different angles here. Attacks the front leg. And in the end, it was first of all elbow, and then it went down onto the side. So just gets the score. Borderline, but borderline is good enough. So Vermeer opens up the account in the under 63 kilos category.
Next bronze medal contest for women under 63 kilo.
Second bronze medal fight then, and local interest here. "21-year-old Gili Sharer of Israel up against Krasakova of Austria." It was Sharer that had to come through the repechage final. Basically what they do then, they fight, if you get to the semi-final, you automatically drop down for a bronze medal fight. losing the quarterfinals, you come back down into a final fight-off. So she had to fight Debrea of Romania, and now she's fighting Krasakova, who lost in the semi-final. Krasakova losing to Trissenyak, the Olympic champion. Trissenyak wasn't in Doha a couple of weeks ago. Agbegnanu, the world champion and world #1 at the moment, who's had a big competition over the years with Trissenyak. They're both 1 and 2 in the world at the moment, so it looks like that might happen, but Toshiro might have something to say about that, of Japan. Sharia in white here. Left-handed. Sometimes you have a left against a right, and that's what you can see here, and makes it quite difficult sometimes to take the sleeve. And left is basically better at handling us righties than the other way around, simply because there's probably a 70-30% split, 70% more right-handers than left-handers, which means that when they're training with more right-handers than we are left-handers. Just better at it. Drops Cianagi there from Scherer, and doesn't get the full rotation and gets a Shido on the board. So you've got to get full rotation and you need to break balance as well. Got to break their balance. So it's got to be good attacks, and it's got to be around about every 20 to 30 seconds as well. If it's got a positive implication, the referee might let it go a little bit longer. Takes a little while sometimes just to get the grip you want. There's a better Cianagi. You see the difference there. Much better rotation. Krasakova trying to force Sharia up to the edge there, because if she just walks out with both feet, she will get penalised. So a little bit of tactics comes in. Shani Henshu, the team coach for the ladies, doing such a great job. Oran Smadja doing equally as good a job with the men. They've got such a great squad, and a lot of people go over to train or come over to Tel Aviv, that's where we are at the moment, to train with the Israelis. So dominating the grip, Krasakova, but not actually doing any attacks herself. One thing dominating a grip, and normally the person that dominates the grip initiates the throw. So the two parts of judo are the throwing, but also the all-round judoka can transition into to groundwork as well. So they have good standing work, good groundwork. It's a different type of groundwork than in jiu-jitsu, because we have a much shorter time span. And there you see it, because Krasakova there, she gets a penalty for controlling and pulling her opponent in without attacking. There's the big right arm over. Now best to use it, and she does. She opens up. So the Primo sisters up there in the crowd shouting on. We haven't really got a crowd. Well, we have a bit. I mean, we've got all the workers and, of course, coaches and some of the competitors that have already been. That was very, very close. Other than that, everybody in this stadium is in a bubble. The only way that we can do it, but at least it keeps the Olympic dream open for these athletes. Amazingly, 3,000 tests from Doha, 3,400 I think it was, over a 6-day period. And that's for everybody. So it's ultra good because it keeps everybody safe. And of course everybody keeps their masks on, except the athletes that are out there. It'll be a bit difficult, that. Talk about hyperventilate. 19 seconds left. So again, big arm over, but is she just looking for penalties for Scherer? No rotation again, possibility of a second penalty for Scherer. So it's going into golden score, and a golden score is, well, ad infinitum. Basically, if they attack at the right time. There he is, Shani Henshu. Golden score, as long as they're attacking with intent, and it's within the time limit, it can go on and on. We've had some go for 10 minutes, golden scores, on top of the 4 minutes contest as well. If you're doing 5 or 6 of them in a day, you know it. So you can see the difference with the clock there because it's starting to count upwards. Any score now from a throw. Hold down, that was close. Landed on her front, got to be on the side. Straight away looking for the strangle. It's got to go underneath the neck. You can do a naked strangle just with, but that's got to go underneath the neck, and it's got with the jacket as well. Can't go across the face. And Kosakova dominating the grips, but it's not enough. You've got to make sure that you throw and you control all the way down to the ground. I think every Israeli person here is shouting for Scherer. The great thing, great advantage, of course, is that anybody hosting a Grand Prix or a Grand Slam can put a number of people in at each of the weight categories. Big right arm over the top. That's no rotation. We've seen a lot of athletes struggling for their condition, and it's just not enough mat time. And I think every club, no matter what sport, has been struggling because they can't get together, there's no crowds. And we need people to train with, we need sparring partners, and a lot of them have really struggled. So their timing's been off. World Olympic champions, European champions, struggling with their timing. Well, they are smiling behind those masks, I know it. 2 Shidos apiece and a little bit of blood, I think, which means that Scherer has to leave the area. The doctor doesn't come onto the mat. The fighter goes out to the doctor. I can tell you that it's a lonely place out there. Stuck in the middle there is the rest of the Israeli team looking on. They fought on the first day. ...422 competitors in this tournament, 248 men, 174 ladies, and 60 countries represented huge event. Of course, more Europeans than any other continent. 327 from the European continent. Different continental groups, though, will choose different tournaments to get their points at. Well, she was ready to go there, wasn't she, Krasakova? Let's get on with this. Big arm over the top. Again, no rotation. Oh, that's it. That's that for me. I think that will do it. Scherer will lose this now. Krasakova is going to be the winner, and Scherer will get third penalty. No rotation whatsoever. She got away with the first one there, but not the second one. So all that hard work, and really went for it. Dominated the grip. Doesn't always mean that you win the contest. You've got to dominate the grip, and then you have to attack. That was about the closest, and look, that big right arm over the back there. That's what did it. Third penalty going to Scherer, and bronze medal for Austria. So the final just about to happen then. Tina Triseniak wasn't in Doha 2 weeks ago, and her big rival Agbeg Nanu was the winner.
Welcome to the final. Women under 63 kilo.
These two, though, two of the best in the category. This will be Triseniak's last attempt at the Olympics, I think. 30 years of age now. Leski probably has more than that. So Andrea Leski of Slovenia, her opponent. She's world rank 10. Triseniak at 2, with Agbeg Nanu, who's not here, at number 1. Triseniak been on good form though. She's really just typical of her. She just works so hard all the way through. She never stops coming forward, and it's something that the Slovenians do. They're very well conditioned, and they never stop coming forward. This lady here, such a nice lady as well. Whether she's a winner or in defeat, she's always very polite and very respectful, and I think that everybody respects her for that. Hard fighter though. Triseniak in white, the Olympic champion, up against Leski of Slovenia in blue. The gold medal contest. And straight away into the attack. Sodi Sorokomigoshi attacking off with the arm. See there that Triseniak, both elbows were on the floor, so even if Leski had pulled her up and then attacked, that would have been off the floor. But what you can do is wait till they start to come up, and then it's still game on, or don't let them go to ground. It's a good idea actually. Some people used to just stay on their hands and knees waiting for a mate, and they've stopped that. Two major attacks just come from Triseniak. There's the third, and as I said, her work rate will be immense. She'll just keep on coming forwards all the time. So Leski hasn't had time or a chance. Now she went against a straight arm there. I think that the referees, the supervisors, will have a little look at that, because she attacked She's lucky to get away with that. She'll have to be very careful with that, Leski. You're not allowed to throw with an arm lock on. And there was no rotation in that Sianagi from Trissignac. Is she going to get penalised? Lucky to get away with it. So both of them get away with one. And a nice Uchimata there from Leski. Only 4 categories being fought on this second day. 5 yesterday, 5 tomorrow. The light heavy and heavyweights to be contested. That was much better rotation there from Trissignac. Beat Krasanova of Austria in the semi-final. Trissignac, Lucy Rentschel. In the quarter-final, she beat Zhechova of Czech Republic in the second round. Sometimes we have really open matches where they throw caution to the wind, just have a go and try and throw. Leski here just a little bit afraid, I think, and while she's killing the attacks of Trissignac, she might just get a penalty for that, Trissignac. A lot of her attacks are very low. Intention to throw, but it's never big. Leski, winner over Vermeer in the semi-final, beat Scherer of Israel in the quarters, and she beat Simoli of Italy in the second round. All the top seeds, 1, 2, 3 and 4 got they were seeded through to the second round automatically. Strong fight for grips. They often just get a clash with the hands. Fingers in the eye, not very pleasant. It's not intentional. Trying to grip the jacket. So, tight match this. It's going to go into golden score, I think. Neither one of them really looking as if they're going to throw the other one cleanly. Just backing her up all the time there. Leski, very physically strong. So the coach is just a little bit too verbal there at the wrong time. Just setting it up, ready to go in. Trissignac just trying to create that little bit of space to get the rotation. Well, these two, obviously, they know each other very well. It's a domestic sort out in some ways. Trissignac is the number one, but Leski will be out to prove herself. I'm surprised actually that we've got probably personal coaches in there. Normally what happens is they're left to sort it out themselves, but because world rankings are important, that was more from Trissignac than anything else. always good, isn't it, that you get certain countries and they've got depth in those weight categories. We've got a couple of weight categories and countries that have that problem. 1 and 2 in the world can't both go, unfortunately, to the Olympic Games. Only one competitor per country per weight category can go. But if you've got 2 in the top 10, the country can decide which one they want to send. Well, doesn't look to be any love lost between these two. It's just let's get on with it. Well, again, Tryssenyak now going against the straight arm. You can see that she's gripped the actual way that she comes in for the attack, locks the arm straight. And it's one of the problems with the Sori Kamigoshi. There's a particular way that you can do it, keeping the arm bent and going underneath the armpit, as opposed to attacking with your body against a straight arm. All over, I think. Leski is going to get third penalty, and this is going to be a win for Tryssenyak. Gold, silver for Slovenia. Congratulations to them.
Gold medal for women under 63 kilograms in the white Judo representing Slovenia, Tina Tryssenyak. Gold and also
all very close.
to Slovenia.
You kind of half expect that. They may be trained together as well. Can't say that I've seen any of the top seeds and said now they're on the best form. They don't want to be on the best form here. Of course, we're a long way off, 6 months off the Olympic Games, so that's where they want to hit it. What you do need to do, and what you have to do when you're training through events, is you need to be consistent.
You can see the highlights.
So it's going to come to the under 73 kilos category then for the men.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Butbul of Israel in here now.
Bronze medal contest for
And
women
he's going to be up against Lasha Shadat-Duishvili. And Shadat-Duishvili was Olympic champion at under 66 kilograms in London, and at 73 kilograms, the weight up, he got a bronze in Brazil in Rio de Janeiro, and so a two-time Olympic medalist, and never quite hit the same level, saying the same level or winning the same kind of tournaments a world championships, Shadat-Duishvili at the higher weight. But always there and roundabout. This should be a good match, this, because Butbul here is a really big thrower. So's this man here. Shadat-Duishvili does some unusual techniques, as do all of the Georgians. A lot of the ones, a lot of the countries that have wrestling traditions, they come out and, of course, they have different jackets sometimes with their wrestling traditions. They develop different ways of doing techniques. They're the same techniques, but different ways of doing them. I'll point that out as we carry on. Remember, they've got to stay within that yellow area there. Butbul of Israel here. Will have every Israeli in this stadium shouting for him. Sure of that. But Shadat-Duishvili, very cool, calm and collected. Butbul was the one that had to beat Shoka of Belarus to come through to this bronze medal match. There were two Georgians in this under 73 kilos category. Tachilashvili lost in the semi-final against Ranku, who fought brilliantly. He's in the final. Shavdat lost in the semi-final, lost to Esposito of Italy, and that should be a great final. They both of them fought out of their skin to reach the final. So the two Georgians having to fight for third place here. And again, a little bit of domestic sorting out as to who would they select going through to the Olympic Games. Rank 17, Shavdat. So neither one of them, they've both got a Judo on the board, and neither one of them, a little bit of a panic there from the Georgian. He might get a penalty for that. Just dropped down to avoid being thrown. A bit of a panic. Two Judos up there on the board. Now he's got the grip that he wants here. The arms around the back there. So Butbull gets a second penalty for a cross grip. And it all's kicking off here. Tries a change of direction there, Butbull. Neither one of them can afford one more mistake. Well, of course, it's all about not making mistakes. This is what he wants, big arm over the top. So traditional, and for the Georgians, part of the reason is the jackets they use for their type of wrestling. They do use jackets, but they have shorter sleeves, so they have to hold somewhere else, which means that going round the back, there's more material. And that's why you see them flying over the top with the big arm. Butbull doing a good job here, but he is defending, so he'll need to take the initiative. It's Shavdat coming forwards all the time. Well, he's a bit too casual here, Butbull, because he's a little bit behind here. He needs to go forwards. Two Judos on the board, one more will be disqualification. Definitely, it's the Georgian coming forward to take a grip, and Butbull is just snapping the grips off. So it goes into golden score. Certainly the Georgian coach there saying you got to go forwards. Keep sending the arm over. Oren Smadja in the chair for Butbull. Olympic silver medalist, world medalist. Now the arm's over, and he has to attack out of trouble here, Butbull. Now what's going to happen? Looking for the Uranagi here. They look for the counter-attack. Referee letting this carry on. It's a good fight. Nice attack, that saved him there, Butbull. Needs more of that. So that was a no-handed one, but mainly because Shavdatuashvili just tore his grip off. Such was the defence. Just about to say that, actually, that needs to attack off the grip, really. I don't think there's any way they're both going to get two hands on and then attack. So again, you can see here that Butbull is the one just snapping grips off without coming forwards. This is going to cost him. Now, Shavdatuashvili has the grip. Needs to put an attack in and then it will be all over, I think. Well, he broke his balance there. Sumigaeshi there from Butbull. He was just about to be penalised. So the Israeli team there. Wow. Shavdatuashvili gets it, and Butbull wins the match. And it was funny because it looked like Butbull was going to get it. I thought he was going to get it. That last attack just saved him, I think. Really did. He won't be happy with that. Shavdatuashvili was the one for me that was coming forwards all the time. But like I said before, coming forwards isn't always... See, he was touching the leg there as well. And the attack, was it to put an attack in? Not really, but... it was a little bit unfortunate there, Shavdatuashvili of Georgia. Anyway, good win for Butbull, and always nice to see the Israelis on the rostrum. Second chance of a medal for Georgia here. Macias of Sweden and Tachilashvili. Well, it's going to be all out here. No world ranking up there for Tachilashvili, and I don't know quite why. Former European champion Balas will be officiating this match, and it's going to be a good match because Tommy Macias is one of the best in the weight category. Had to come through against Vanka of Germany in the repechage final. On the world circuit, he is a regular medal winner. This man here, back from injury and pushing hard to find the form that won him European medals. Tachilashvili, the last Grand Prix was Tbilisi Grand Prix, third place in that. Third place in Paris in 2018 as well. Second place at the World Masters in Morocco. But that was way back in 2015. Big Os, oh, Kosoto, look at that. He was chasing him down there, Tommy Macias. Well, sometimes when you put on the back foot there, and if they pin you, well, that's what the Georgians do. So he was beating him at his own game there. Of course, it's the Georgians that like to come over the top, control the back, and Tommy Macias, you can see he's got the arm round the back there. And then the other one comes underneath the armpit. And then you pull the midsection in as you're attacking the legs. A little bit of panic from Tachilashvili. Both receive a Judo there for not attacking whilst dominating grips. It's a great change of direction as well, Macias. Oh, that was a good change of direction as well. Tachilashvili there. Yoko Toshi drops right the way underneath. Look at the drive with the head there. So close. So it's a left-handed grip into a right-sided technique. Well, he came right the way through the legs there, Macias. Left against right. Left-handed. Oh, look at that's a score. Great score there from Macias. Wazari scored. And that came from that grip underneath and round the back. And he's got a good turnover from here. Likes his groundwork. His transition from standing down to ground is always excellent. He doesn't mind where he goes. Look how low to the ground that was. That was superb. It really was. Two minutes in, almost pulls the Ouchi in there. This is a great performance from Macias, dominating Tachilashvili. Oh, look at that! Lovely driving Ouchi Gary there from Tachilashvili, pulls him back into the match. Wow, he looked as if he was coming out for something else there. Just hooks the bottom part of the calf and the ankle. But the drive off that back leg was immense. Great change of direction. Wazari each and one Judo each on the board. That's the technique that has won him many contests. Macias, the Sumigeshi, just suddenly whips underneath. He controls the back. That big grip that he has round the back is where it stems from. There it is. What a great match. Back and forth, it really is. Be anybody's match, this. Well, he realised he was backed up to the edge there. Not a good place to be. That arm, again, underneath, quite comfortable with that. Oh, that might be Tachilashvili, I think it is. He countered Macias. Macias was looking and thinking of something else there, and Tachilashvili just changes the direction and puts him on his back. Full hip on there, and Macias will not be happy about that.
Winner and bronze medalist for 173 kilograms in the blue judo.
Oh, brilliant stuff. What a match that was. hopefully we'll have a look at a few of the scores. It was a really good match. Well, just the two, I think, from Tachilashvili. Driving Ojigari. Really just catches the bottom of the foot there. And the second one here, look at the just drive off both the feet this time. And definitely Matthias was thinking of looking for the Sumigaeshi, but gets taken back. Drives off the feet. Controls with the hands. Full ippon. Really unfortunate, but that's the way judo goes sometimes, and it's all about using your own weight against you sometimes to get a big score. Brilliant stuff. Well, this next match is really going to be something else, because both of these fighters, you would never have put them in the final if you'd have looked at it on paper, but both deserve to be there, absolutely. Alexandru Racu of Romania is up against Giovanni Esposito of Italy. 23 years of age, Esposito, 24 years of age, Racu, and both of them, well, great chance. You could see by the world rankings there, they weren't, on paper it wouldn't have happened, but it did. Basile, Italy, Mogishkov, all the people that have been left behind here. Smagolov, nowhere near, losing before any chance of a medal anyway. Jakova, so many. Vonka of Germany, so many good ones. Kalev of Russia, and the list goes on, but to say that the number 42 in the world would be against the number 37 in the world, you'd never have believed it, but they performed incredibly. Racu beating Tachilashvili in the semi-final, Esposito beating Shadat Duashvili in his semi-final. So it's going to be a first for both of these, and when I say it's really high points here, for a Grand Slam gold medal it's 1,000 points, 700 for a silver, so their world rankings will go way up. Racu in the white, Judogi, and straight away into the attack there. Esposito just managed to climb off it. Well, he's got some really fast, explosive ippon Sianagis, Esposito, but you've got to create the space to get in for them. Looks so strong, doesn't he, Racu? Just takes the sleeve, two hands. Now, is that on? Ooh, I thought it was underneath there. It was across the face. Thought it was underneath the neck. Good transition. Well, I know that there's a lot of Italians out there watching Esposito and all shouting at the television. Well, that was definitely off the ground. You notice there that, well, straight onto the arm there. Some brilliant stuff here. I can't see this one going time. Somebody is going to score. This is what you call an open match here, because certainly Racu is all systems blasting. Esposito as well. He wants to attack. It's not like he doesn't want to, and it's just getting the timing right. I think just had his hand tied up there, Racu. There'll be a medal ceremony after this for the under 63 kilos category. That's the way it works. 2 categories fought, then a medal ceremony. 4 minutes, remember, first 4 minutes, no score, it carries on. Good change of direction. Often we see through these Grand Prix, Grand Slams, the changing of the guard, and it happens when youngsters come through. Talented, winning medals in junior and cadet European championships and European and cadet world championships, but then they come through into the seniors. It's inevitable. It's when to put them out. Some are more than capable at an early age, and some it happens a little bit later. So just slowed down that little bit to Raku. His pace was incredible at the beginning. Esposito here, well, I think he looks the same every match I've seen him in. So always dangerous, always a chance of scoring. A little bit of blood, I think. Now you can see how many contests won. 61% of every contest he does is won. %68 of those are at Ippons. So he's a big scorer. So it's a lonely place when you're standing out there and you're waiting for somebody else to come in, but it gives you time to reflect, and it also gives you time to think about what you're going to do next. So often you see a score will happen after a little bit of a break, and then they start it all up again. Oh, he's been taken over. That's going to be a Wazari. Wazari to Raku. So he's just a little bit off balance there, Esposito. And as he comes in, watch how he comes in. And he just tips him up. The balance was just right there for Raku. Now then, is that going to be it? Esposito said, no, I've landed on my front. Don't give the second Wazari. If it's side, remember, it does score. Coming towards the last minute here, and he needs to concentrate on that arm. I would go into the joint, not just into the armpit. Now he is. Needs to get his head the other way. So into the last minute. One Wazari on the board here. So often we've seen it that they can get it back, and a Wazari back would change everything. And Raku has a quick look at the clock. That 42 seconds could be more, 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Looking for the Kosoto here. Now then, something's going to happen. 30 seconds. Needs to look busy. Well, I think that was maybe. There seemed to be a chance there, I thought, of Newaza. The referee standing them up very quickly. If it's a chance of ending in Ippon, they normally let it go. Quick look at the clock, and he just takes a look up. This might come out. Use the other foot to take it out. 7 seconds left. It's all over. Reku of Romania is going to win the gold medal. The first gold medal in any kind of Grand Prix, Grand Slam tournament. His world ranking will change from 42, and he'll get big points for that. Excellent final, taken in good spirits, and both of these guys fully deserve their gold and silver medals. They have fought out of their skin today.
Congratulations, gold medal goes to Romania.
Just need to look at the people that he's beaten here. Tchilishvili in the semi-final. He'd beat Butbul in the quarter-final. Stepu of Moldavia in the third round. Hojak of Slovenia. Wow. And he had to beat... Did he... oh, he had to buy through the first round, but yeah, some amazing stuff. There was the score. Just tip the balance. Look how he takes his weight over. Lands on his side there. That was a really good opportune stuff, and you have to control the upper part of the body and able to do that. Not the best, and certainly not my favourite way of scoring, and I think that goes for my wife too, who is a former Olympic judoka. She says, oh, I don't like the tip, but it's one that is scored an awful lot, and of course it does rely on tewaza, controlling with the hands. Medal ceremony is about to unfold, and we are halfway through the finals already for lots of bronze medal matches, 4 categories, 4 different finals, 2 in the men, 2 in the women, and because we've just had a man's category now, we're not only going to have the medal ceremony of the under 63 kilograms for ladies, but the under 70s is about to go for the bronze medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for women under 63 kilos. The medals will be presented by the IGF guest, Mr. Maurice Janashvili. Bronze medalists are representing Austria, Magdalena Sakova.
Madalena Kroskova of Austria, and Vermeer, Sunny Vermeer of the Netherlands get the bronze medals.
Silver medalist representing
Great
Slovenia,
performance from
Andrea
Vermeer.
Leški.
Andrea Leški
Gold
of Slovenia
representing Slovenia, Tina
gets the silver
Trstenjak.
medal. It was gold and silver for Slovenia, of course, and Tina Trstenjak.
Prize
It was
money
all
and
down to the
flowers
3 Shidos
will
in the
be
end.
presented
Very
by the
close
Deputy
match.
Director of the Tel Aviv-Yafo Sport Authority.
סגן מנהל רשות הספורט תל אביב-יפו, מר אופיר וגמן.
No score in the final, but this lady here showing her absolute consistency.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of Slovenia.
נא לעמוד להמנון של סלובניה.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIP and judoka.
תמונה משותפת, VIP וספורטאים.
This is where they all have a family picture, everybody together. Vimea Krasakova
מחיאות כפיים לזוכות.
on the bronze medal, part of the rostrum, and of course the two Slovenians, Leski and Tristaniak, on top of the rostrum. Gold and silver. And big smiles, you can tell they're smiling, that's nice. Well, another domestic just about to happen, and this is one that they've got to sort out themselves in Netherlands.
Next contest, bronze medal contest.
As you can see, the world rankings there very close together. Kim Polling and Sanne van Dijk are going to battle it out again. Kim Polling was the winner at the last exchange that they had. 4 and 2 in the world. Well, they're both in really good places, they really are, but they've got to go out there now and try and sort it out. Every contest won is a step closer to Olympic place.
Welcome judoka in the white, judogi representing the Netherlands. 4 times European champion, 4 times Masters, and also 4 times...
She's never won a world title, this lady here, and always... At one stage she looked absolutely unbeatable, like she was going to win everything. She was winning everything, and then when it came to World Championships or Olympic Games, never performed or quite as well as she knows she can. And she's back to her best. Saying that, she lost earlier on today and lost in the quarter-final stages. Had to come through a repechage final to get here. Van Dijk lost in the semi-final, lost to Pinot of France. Don't think we're going to see any coach out there with them. They're on their own. Expecting a pretty tight negative match, really. Don't want to give anything away, nothing major. Saying that, and I've seen Polling absolutely just throw caution to the wind, and that's why sometimes she goes over. So we're already ahead on the attacks. One Judo up to Van Dijk. One minute gone, one penalty on the board. Tomanagi, got to get the movement. Any sacrifice, you've got to get movement. Polling then gets a Judo for that. And she might get it for that as well. That for me was more. Was Ari there to Van Dijk, and she took her very, very close to the ground there, but it was still in a standing position. Good tactics that from Van Dijk. No rotation there. Possibility of a second penalty, but in the end, Van Dijk uses her hands to control Polling onto her side. And she's close to the edge here. Both of them are, and they're not particularly good on the edge. And that's going to be a penalty for Van Dijk. She got caught on the edge. So from a tactical point of view, neither one of them really playing a good match. Throwing penalties away, and you can't afford to do that. A lot of nerves. Backing her up again. Of course, if you push them out, then you can get the penalty, so not advisable. Oh, she's got the strangle now then. She's got the strangle here, and Kim Polling, can she hold it off? Well, you can see here that she's trying to get the leverage here, Van Dijk. There's a possibility that's going to go on. Ippon called, and Van Dijk has strangled Polling for a submission. And Van Dijk, well, Polling is saying, no, I didn't submit. She was just about to. The hand came up, and I don't think she did submit. I think her hand was coming up to submit. I really do think that, but I really don't believe that she submitted there. It was a little bit premature. And you can see there that the strangle is on, and Polling there trying to hold it off. Watch the hand. Oh, we didn't see it far enough. No, they've given they've waved it off, and the contest carries on. Well, I think she was a bit fortunate there, Polling, because I think she was just about to give up, and now she gets a second chance. But only just over a minute to go. Van Dijk has controlled this contest all the way through. Saying that, one more penalty and it'll be all over, because Van Dijk will get disqualified. So Van Dijk is leading. Kim Polling has got to come forwards. She'll try and pile on the pressure. And it's Polling that gets the second penalty just for dropping, no hands. Well, the penalties are going everywhere. Oh, it's all over. And what a throw that was. Kim Polling goes over the top, and Van Dijk. What a time to score an Ippon. No love lost there by the looks of that. And Kim Polling then loses to the world number 2. Well, we were discussing it actually, saying which ones will they send, and well, I think that's going to really cost Kim Polling. Look at that, massive ogoshi there. Polling right the way over the top. She just looked out of sorts. She really did.
The highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
Arm round the back, hips across, and just places Polling flat on her back. Super stuff there. Van Dijk said, what do you think about that? Like I say, she just looked off balance all the way through the contest there, Kim Polling. I don't know whether it was the early loss that threw her off, but certainly didn't look the Kim Polling that we know, and the one that can take anybody in the category. But Van Dijk certainly made a statement there. Don't know whether that's going to make any difference to her world ranking. Pinot of France, well, Pinot is in the final, and Pinot's at number 3, so chance of really big points for her as well. But we've got the second bronze medal match first of all. And the number 1 seed, the world champion and world number 1, Gahi, is having to fight for bronze here against Gabriella Willems.
Referee from Georgia, Mr. Vladimir.
What an important match this is for Willems, because Willems, if she wins this, gets big points and will probably go into the qualification for the Olympics. Oh, the British team up there, big smiles on their faces.
In the blue middle representing France, the world champion, Marie-Eve.
Well, I've got to say that Gaillet really looked out of sorts as well today, and she looked good in the early rounds. Then Butkrit of Germany just destroyed her, and she is just on fire. She's going to be in the final against Pinot of France. Willems in white for Belgium. Gaillet is in blue. The big right hand of Gaillet coming over the top. Now she has the head. Massive thrower, there it is. And straight away in for the Makikomi. She has a big surigoshi from it as well. Well, a lot of gripping infringements through this second day of competition, just inside the jackets. I think they'll need to have a little look at that. I think as long as it's straight away, can't go inside the jacket, of course, inside the sleeve. So one Judo up there to Gaillet. Big arm over the top again. That's where she's got to be careful now. Oh, Soto. Willems does well. Willems is going to have to start the attacking soon, though. She'll have to go first. In fact, Willems gets a Judo for not attacking. She can't. Gaillet is the one dominating. Sometimes it's the hardest medal, isn't it? The bronze medal match. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's all over. Straight into the Yujiro Kesagatame there, but the Makikomi was enough. Big arm over the top, and the rotation she got there. That's how she became world champion. That's why she's world champion and world number one. Slight slip up against the German, but like I say, she's something else today. Can't wait to that final.
Medal number 5 in a Grand Slam for world champion Marie-Eve.
Look at the arm first of all, controlling the head. Then she comes over the back, and then she gets the rotation. She goes from the head to the back to the arm. And the arm is absolutely wrapped tight. Head, back, and then the arm. Brilliant. And she wasn't going to let go of that. That was a full ippon, fully controlled. Soto Makikomi ending in Yujiro Kesagatame. What determines the Soto Makikomi is the displacement of the hip there, coming right the way through. Not happy with that. She used to be in number one, and so she won't be happy with that, but that's what makes them champions. Doesn't need to be absolutely on top here, but it would have been better, of course, for her. Miriam Butkrit of Germany up against Margot Pinot of France. Pinot, little sorting out of the of the French number 2 spot here. We know that she is the number 2 Tagahi, but here she is in the final, and she's world rank number 3. So they have the world rank number 1, the world champion Gahi. They have world rank number 3, Margot Pino, who's in the final, and the number 1 Gahi has to be happy with 3rd place. Nothing guaranteed here though, because Butkrit of Germany is going to come out all guns blazing.
Welcome the finalists. In the white judo gi representing Germany, 3 times Grand Slam medalist, Miriam Bucherer.
She beat Gahi in the semi-final. Polling, she's beaten in the quarter-final. She beat Bajatnik of Slovenia in the 2nd round, and she had to come through Barnabu to beat Barnabu of Spain in the 1st round. She's had just the best way through. Big arm over the back. Such strong stance as well. No nonsense from Butkrit. How important is that big right arm wherever it lands, whether it's controlling the lapel or the back? Pino, very quick underneath though for that drop Cianagi. Pino also had a good run through, beating Van Dijk in the semi-final. Belandi of Italy in the quarters, and Perez of Puerto Rico in the 2nd round. Is that going to be a penalty? Might just be. Judo there for Pino, just falling to the floor to avoid being thrown. She realizes she can feel it when you're out there in the middle, and as soon as you grip up, you know that there's either a danger of somebody coming underneath you, throwing you. You can feel it. It's the power in the grip is absolutely immense. Sometimes you do panic. Big arm over the back again. Watch her panic again. Looking to follow through on the ground, Pino, but no chance there. That was too tight. Well, that was attacking against the arm again. She was lucky it was bent. We've seen it quite a few times. They just turn in, they've got to do an attack. So what happens is they turn in and they go hard against a straight arm.
In der Übergang.
1 minute 23 left, and still everything to fight for. A little bit of a difference when you have your grip snatched off needs to go into that arm. She's got the arm now. And she got the right balance for it. So Pino looking for the arm lock here. Is the arm out straight? It's not out straight, so just lost it there. Lucy DeCos, Olympic champion, 3-time world champion, now coach for this ladies team here. What a team this French team is. 5 European titles out of 7 weight categories. They've got 3 world champions. They've got depth in about 3 or 4 of the categories that, you know, they're all contending for Olympic places. She's onto the leg there. I think that she might get it on the leg. I think she was too much onto the leg, Pino, then, because it was hand assisted. Did they see it? I think they did. So the referee is going to penalise her for it, and she gets a second penalty. Kouchi, and you can't go below the leg, below the belt line. Can't grip the legs. Since that rule's been in, then the judo is more upright, that's for sure. It was too bent over, and IOC actually said to the International Judo Federation that looks a bit like wrestling with judo jackets on. Do something about it. And so they said, right, no touching of the legs, no leg grabs. Now Pino starts to come back. She knows one more mistake and it's all over. Looking for the Sinagi. So golden score. Any score now. 3rd penalty there for Pino will do it as well. That was a better one. Well, looking for the Newaza, but no real plan there. There's nothing that is trained to perfection there. See, a good Newaza person, they will know exactly what they want and how to secure it, and they'll keep it controlled all the way over. Sleeve dominated. Pino has the sleeve, needs to use it, can't just pin the sleeve down. Well, she gets the penalty there, but Crete gets the penalty. Pino, though, has to be careful. She's pinning that sleeve down. She needs to do something with it. She is trying to get underneath Pino. It's not like she's not trying to attack off it. Now it's starting to change a little bit here. I think Pino will realise that she's got a chance here if she can dominate the grip and then find her way underneath Crete. Needs to be a good one. There it is. Ooh, very close with that. So she had good control of the arm, and hips went right the way across. Like I say, she's just turned it now a little bit. Second penalty up to Crete. And you can see she's the one going forwards here, but Crete just showing a little bit of lack of experience. And she is the one that's going to get penalised out of this. Pino leading the way. Two Judos apiece, and it's Pino just leading. This might just be it, I think, but Crete, well, it started to go away from her. Pino felt that as well, and yeah, it's all over. Pino of France wins the gold medal, and it slipped away from her. She did well there, Pino, considering. She had two Judos that really, one of them, she didn't really need it. I say she didn't need it, not that she didn't deserve it, but really unnecessary. So second gold medal for France. Did everything right there. She just clawed her way back into the match. And you could see it slipping away from Crete. This was the good Sianagi that nearly scored here. Had good control of the arm. Very, very close to taking Crete onto her side. That was about the closest we got, I think. Second gold medal up for France then. They're now in the lead as far as the medals are concerned. World rank number 3. I don't know whether that's going to change. Have to have a look at the points and see how they unfold. So the medal ceremony of the men's under 73 kilos category just about to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for men under 73 kilo.
Shavdat Tueshvili will be a bit disappointed that he's not out there.
The medals will be presented
with his
by
teammate,
the sport director and acting referee director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Florin Daniel Laskau.
Daniel Laskau, the
Bronze medalists are representing
former
Georgia,
world champion and now working with the referee commission,
Israel, Tohar Budbul.
presenting the prizes. Tachilashvili beat Mathias in the bronze medal match, and Budbul of Israel gets the second bronze medal. Esposito of Italy gets the silver, and the Rancu of Romania. Wow, what a day he's had. He came into this tournament ranked 42 in the world. And like I said, you know, it's the amount of people that they left behind. Karpetian, Basile, Shoka, Belarus, just looking down the list here. So many of them. Svortov, and look at that. Just manages to tip him onto his side there to get the essential score.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem.
The national anthem then of Romania.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIP and judoka.
תמונה קבוצתית, ספורטאים ו-VIP.
The family VIP picture, and everybody up there, hopefully with a smile on their face. Tachilashvili, but bronze medals, Esposito of Italy with the silver, and Raku of Romania, gold medalist on top of the rostrum. What a result for him. Well, here we go. Last category, last bronze medal matches and final.
Next contest, bronze medal contest for men under 81 kilogram.
World rank number 1 against number 5 here. Matthias Kass hasn't quite gone his way, has it, today? And Frank de Witt, well, he had the longest golden score from the quarter-final to the semi-final. How he managed to stand up for that semi-final was absolutely amazing. Had an enormous match with Bedel of Italy, new Italian on the scene, and an Italian that we're going to see a lot more of. Absolutely fantastic.
Silver medalist 2020 Paris Grand Slam winner Matthias Kasse.
Saying that, McWatt, who is fighting in the other bronze medal match in a minute, was the one that beat Bedel for the repechage final. McWatt with a chance of a second British medal. So here we go, and this is going to be all action, I think. Kass of Belgium, very cool, calm and collected, and de Witt, caution to the wind. He'll keep coming forwards all the time, no matter what. Don't be fooled if he looks hot and warm, because that's the way he works, Frank de Witt. He just keeps coming forwards and he works so hard. A real warrior. Very upright stance, Kass. So the referee basically saying, you've got to come forwards here. It's not just about breaking grips off. I think it's about knowing as well that these athletes, just generally, these two are attackers. There's a really nice Tomanagi there from Kass, and he likes his newaza as well, so he will take it down to the ground as well. He's got to be careful from this position though, because well, he's set for a Yushiro Kesugatami, reverse Kesugatami here, de Witt, if he gets that leg out. I think he suddenly realised that, Kass. Sudden danger point there. Comes in for the Seoinage like lightning, Kass. This is what he wants here. Frank de Witt. Big arm over the back here. Now it starts. Frank de Witt starting to come forwards, starting to open this match up. Second place in Doha Masters, just a few weeks ago. Frank DeWitt. First in the Paris tournament 2017, but of course the one that matters was Doha. I mean, just finding form. He gets better and better, of course, as he's going through. Close with that counter there as well. Second place in the World Championships in 2019, Cass. And one of the most consistent, and you know that because of his world ranking, of course. And again, sacrifice throws, but breaking balance every time. 3 minutes just gone. A little bit tactical, but kind of expect that this level. As long as they're having a go, trying to open up and attack. Oh, it's right underneath him there. This time attacking off the grip. And by attacking off the grip, I mean one hand on, and then as the other one starts to come on, they're rotating through already. Oof. Nearly went against that front leg then. He would have felt the danger there, DeWitt. Now, that's what he can't afford to do. Oh, standing Seoinage! And he went from the Tominagi, almost potentially getting a penalty off it, to a massive standing Seoinage. Watch this Seoinage here. Look at this. It's projecting upwards. But he almost gets countered backwards as well. Well, wouldn't expect anything else here with DeWitt today. He's every match, I think, gone into golden score. And now, one of them's going to go. Sumagay. Oh, it's all over. Wazari scored in golden score there. DeWitt throws Cass. One of them was going to go. Sumagaeshi there, and that really was superb. He will be angry about that, Cass.
Winner and bronze medalist for men under 81 kilograms in the blue judo gi. For the Netherlands, Frank DeWitt.
Frank DeWitt then scores a really timely and well-deserved Wazari, and it was really, as soon as they started to grip up there, I thought, well, somebody's going to go here. Had the belt here, and then the change of direction, couldn't stop it, could he?
The highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
As soon as he had that, it was certainly wasn't where Cass wanted to be. So Cassie just lands first of all almost on his almost a face plant, wasn't it, and then onto his side. Frank DeWitt looked in great condition. I've got to say, went golden score almost every match, and he just looked in cracking condition. If he wasn't at the top of his game, if it's not quite fully coordinated, he still does what he does best, and he keeps coming forwards. He never stops working. Koji first of all, then changes direction. He's got the back under control. At this stage, of course, Cass knows it's all over. Super stuff. Great performance. Big smile. That says it all, but he really deserved that. Stuart McWatt. Great Britain here, stepping out against Lipinnikov of Russia. "23 years of age, Stuart McWatt. Had a great run through. He beat Bedell, a really good young Italian, in the repechage final. McWatt lost to the Uzbek, Bultibayev, who is in the final. He lost to him in the quarterfinals, but before that he'd already beat Chuchi of Belgium, the second Belgian, who'd already beaten Mookie, the world champion. So he came out of a really tough quarter. He really did. He had to beat Jura as well in order to get through to that match. So he's had a really good run through, and every second on the mat, on the tatami, is a step forward to qualification. So here he is against Lipinnikov. And I think it's best just to really give this a go. Sori Sorakamigoshi straight away there from McWatt. And a second one there. So this is what we normally see from Lipinnikov, because he is a big thrower as well. Now he starts to work. Lipinnikov says, "All right, that's enough of that. Here I go." "45 seconds, and we've seen several attacks from both fighters. That's what we want. Open contest. Scottish contingent will all be looking, shouting for McWatt. Like I say, he's had a great day, and against a class act here. Dennis Stewart, Olympic bronze medalist in Seoul. Former teammate and a great man. Fighting a good fight here, McWatt. Can't go too defensive. He's got to now start to initiate, and that means that he's got to be first in, because he was right at the beginning. Lipinnikov has now clawed it back as far as attacks is concerned. He'll get penalty now, McWatt, I think. So the Shido really just says that you've got to now get on your bike. It's good to see that he's out there with the very best, McWatt, and this medal would of course the points anyway. It's going to take his world ranking up from 54 medal would be even better. That was a nice little counter there. The Russians, of course, had Karamazov in as well, the Olympic champion, going out first match to Gemer of Israel. Just a young Israeli caught him with a shimmy waza, and the Olympic champion was out. Well, I think we have a problem here with McWatt, and it looks to me like an injury, and so the contest has been given to Lipinagov, and that's a real shame, because I wasn't quite sure what was happening there. I think it was a small clash, done something to his ankle, but anyway, Lipinagov wins the bronze medal. A real shame there, because that's not how we want it to end. One more fight still to come. And this is going to be a really popular one, because it's going to be Malai representing Mongolia, of course, formerly of Iran, and now representing Mongolia, and talking to quite a few people, the Israelis, everybody in the stadium right behind him. Boltabayev of Uzbekistan, what a tournament he's had. And of course the great Ilyas Iliadis doing a great job with that Uzbek team. Going to be a good match, this, and I think that it's not going to go time. I just have a feeling that it's not going to go time, and that we're going to see a big throw. Road to the final here. Malai beat Esposito. Takeyev first of all, Esposito, Russell and Lipinagov. And for Gotanaga, Weizenczak, McWatt, DeWitt, Boltabayev has not had it easy on the way through. Always a difficult one. There's so many people in the under 81 kilos category. So many that could come out with the gold medal, and of course Sagimuki, the world champion, went out in the very early stages in his first match actually to Chuchi. Zaradzi, he went down to Weizenczak. Weizenczak went out to Boltabayev. So many top fighters out. This man here creating history here. So Malai in white up against Boltabayev of Uzbekistan in blue. This is going to be an unusual match, because they're both very unusual styles, different ways of operating techniques. They're on the sleeves, but the referee giving them a little bit of time there, because both of them operate techniques off the sleeves. You can't just force the sleeves down and defend, but what you can do is go action reaction off the sleeve. So and there, look at that form of Yokogak. Don't see it very often in competition. We see a few of these Eastern Bloc countries doing it. Oh, look, big Koshiguruma. And Balbayev looking for the counter. Oh, he takes him over. Wow. Stopped it dead. Malai couldn't do anything about it. And then Balbayev takes him onto his side for a score. So he's still up, and that means that the match is still open. He says, no, I want you there. I want you down on your side. So now got it all to do, Malai. Yoko Satemiwaza there, just trying to wrap the arm up and just driving over to the side. Halfway through. Not renowned for their Newaza, neither one of these. Former world champion, Malai. World champion in 2018, Dusseldorf Grand Slam, first place 2018, third place in Budapest in 2017, so he's always up there around about Malai. Now as he scored, I think that's it. He knew exactly what he wanted there, Balbayev, and the rule is that it's not over if you're not down to ground, and he just took Malai backwards there for a second score. Malai accepts it. What a win there. First place in Tashkent 2019, and comes out to the big man here. He says, that's exactly what I wanted there. Ilias Iliadis, one of the greatest ever. Doing a good job. Uzbekistan have a gold medal. Look at that. He's not quite on the floor. That's the first score. So does the change direction and the tip. Brilliant stuff there. He managed to stop him going to ground. Kept the contest alive. And this is the second one. Look at that. Pulls him back up. Doesn't let him go to ground again. And he just takes him backwards here. And Uranagi out of nowhere. Absolute brilliance. Really was. And I said it wouldn't be normal techniques. It's not normal in as that it's not performed in the Gokyo, I suppose you could say. But the Uranagi was done from a slightly different place. Pulled it out of nowhere. Uses the hips. Uses the Kumakata as well. Two Wazares against a really top man. Malai gets taken over for two huge scores. Doesn't look as if it's going to be anything, does it? Malai thinks, well, I've avoided this, but in the end, he has to go onto his back. Remember, that wasn't a counter, that was a direct attack. So even if his own back had touched the ground, it was a direct attack from him. It wasn't from an attack from Malai. Great stuff, absolute brilliance, and what a day he's had. Boltabayev showing absolute class. Medal ceremony just about to happen, and it's the medal ceremony of the ladies under 70 kilograms category. And don't go away, the action is finished, but the two medal ceremonies still to take place to finish off this second day of competition.
Bronze medalists are representing France, Marie-Eve Gaillet, and representing the Netherlands, Sanne van Dijken.
Bronze medals then, Sanne van Dijk, what a tournament she had, and beating Kim Polling for that bronze medal. Gahi, the world #1 world champion, has to be content with bronze. Budgreit of Germany, great silver medal, well deserved, and Margot Pino did the business, the world #3. Did what the world #1 couldn't do, and she wins the gold medal. Nice to have that depth. What a decision they're going to have to make here, which one to take. This was the closest to a score. Wraps the arm up, doesn't quite get her on her side, but 3 Judos against her opponent, and that was enough for the gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of France.
ההמנון של צרפת.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIP and judoka.
תמונה משותפת, VIP וספורטאיות.
So a couple of domestic sort-outs there, one for the Netherlands, one for France. Van Dijk of the Netherlands gets the bronze with Gahi, the world #1 and world champion. Budgreit, Germany, performance of her lifetime, and Pino of France wins the gold. So you're going to see some highlights while we wait for the medal ceremony of the under 81 kilos category.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the highlights of today's final block on the screen.
רגעי השיא של הערב, כעת על המסך. אנו ממתינים לטקס חלוקת המדליות.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for
Here we go then, the
81 kilos.
final medal ceremony of day 2 here in Tel Aviv.
The medals will be presented by the President of the International Judo Federation.
President of the
Mr.
International Judo
Marius Visa.
Federation, Mr. Marius Visa,
Bronze
presenting
medal
the
star.
prizes.
Representing Russia,
An amazing job he's done putting these tournaments on such a difficult time, making it happen. Frank de Witt of the Netherlands, Lepinigov of Russia win the bronze medals. Said Malloy of Mongolia, representing Mongolia, he gets a well-deserved silver medal, but wow. Balbayev of Uzbekistan does such a good job in order to win this gold medal, and those two scores absolutely, well, they're not in the Gokyo. Moshe Ponte, president of the Israeli Judo Federation, dear friend, and saying some wonderful things to Malay. What a great moment, a great humanitarian moment for judo and for the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Uzbekistan.
נא לעמוד להמנון של אוזבקיסטן.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIP and judoka.
תמונה משותפת, הספורטאים עם ה-VIP.
See the whole of the Uzbek team up there just celebrating with Ilyas Iliadis in the crowd, and the fighters now can celebrate as well. Great moment. De Witt, Lepinigov, both with bronze medals, and Malay there with the silver. Balbayev with an unbelievable performance to win gold. And of course he takes Uzbekistan into 4th place in the medals. France on top of the medals after 2 days, and they've got 2 golds, a silver, a bronze, 5th and a 7th place. Israel 2nd with a gold, a silver, bronze. Slovenia, they've got a gold and a silver as well, and Uzbekistan, look at them, gold and 2 bronzes. The other gold medals go to Spain, Great Britain, Azerbaijan and Romania. And you can see as we go all the way down here, then Georgia are there with the silvers, and Germany also there, Italy then, and Ukraine. It goes on and on. We've had the most amazing second day. It's been great so far. We've had 9 weight categories already taken place. We've got 5 weight categories coming tomorrow. We've got all the light, heavy and heavyweight categories coming tomorrow, and we finish with 5 weight categories, 3 for the ladies. 3 for the men and 2 for the ladies. Under 90s, under 100s, plus 100s for the men, and it's minus 78 plus 78 for the ladies. I'm looking forward to more judo action this time tomorrow. I'll see you at the same time. From me, Neil Adams, goodbye for now.